Welcome back to another episode of Old Plastic. Hope you're all doing well. In my last video, I did a introduction to countries of origin for the farm boy Luke. I've discovered 19 distinct different COOs that you can find on the back of Luke Farm Boy's leg. I started that last video with the 2019 Luke Skywalker Farm Boy, and that's what I'm showing you right here in front. So this is my 2019 Luke Farm Boy, and you can see his COO right there. On one side it's molded in, and on the other side of his leg it's just ink. So this is COO number 1 of 19. This is COO number 2 from my last video. This is the 1995 China COO. You can see the COOs are actually molded into both legs, unlike the new 2019 that's molded in one leg and ink on the other leg. This is COO number 3 from my last video. This is the small copyright 2-line that's close together. You can see the H is really close to the double dots that are below or next to the G. This is number 4 from my last video. This is the small copyright 2-line Hong Kong, and the 2 lines are spread apart. And you can see the H is a lot further away from those 2 dots by the G. Alright, this is number 5 from my last video. This is the small copyright 2-line removed COO with the large gap. And the way you can tell this is the large gap is that there's residue from the H left over, and you can see that it would have had that large gap between the G and the H. This is number 6 from my last video. This is the small copyright 2-line removed COO, and this is the one that is close together, or the small gap. This is number 7 from my last video. This is the Taiwan that is close together. The G and T are very close together on this one. And this is number 8 from my last video. This is the Taiwan that has a gap between the two. Hard to see with this glossy paint, but there's a bigger gap between the G and the T. This is number 9 from my last video. This is the large copyright with the rough texture, 2-line. You can see the bumps on the copyright. Oh, I'm gonna lose the stand. All right, this is COO number 10. This is the large copyright 2-line, and it has a smooth finish to it. The next two copyrights from my last video are the scarred smooth and scarred rough. They're both PBP Spanish figures on Return of the Jedi back cards. I've been trying to obtain one now for quite a while. The last one I saw in really bad shape on eBay. The seller was asking with the conversion from the euro close to $3,200 US. And in that condition, I just wasn't able to pull the trigger on it. But I'll keep watching and hopefully have one of those two COOs shortly. This is COO number 13 from my last video. This is a 3-line offset COO. You can see the one in the 1977 is underneath the copyright. This is number 14 from my last video. This is the 3-line centered COO. And if you remember from the last one, the 1 on the 1977 was under the copyright, and this time it's under the G. The COO number 15 from my last video, which is the offset China COO. I'm positive that I have it somewhere around, but I wasn't able to locate it before this video. so I'm going to skip number 15. This is number 16 from my last video. This is the centered china. You can see the 1 is under the G again, just like in the 3 line. This is number 17 from my last video. This is the centered raised bar. The main difference between these blank raised bars and the china is if you look at the raised bar, it actually has 2 raised bars. They're like stacked. This is number 18 from my last video. This is the offset raised bar. You can see the 1 is below the large copy right there. And you can see it's like a double raised bar like the last one. You can see the step up at the end of the bars. Last but not least, this is number 19 from my last video. This one's COO is Hong Kong only. This one is probably a prototype or a first shot or an engineering pilot of some kind, but it obviously got played with a lot. It was given to somebody and they played with a lot. Alright, thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. So that's 3 out of the 19 that I was missing. The 2 PBPs, I'll be working on those for years, I'm sure, trying to get them The China, I know I have that one somewhere around here, and I'm gonna try and find it, and I'll do like an update to this video. Anyways, I hope you're all feeling well, and we'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching.